includes Sattva, Rajas, and Tamoguna. So Sattva, Rajas, and Tamoguna, these are the three modes in the material nature. Now, beyond that is Shuddha Sattvagun, or it's also called pure goodness. So Shuddha Sattvagun is also called pure goodness. And that's also called the Vasudeva platform, where actually they realize who Krishna is. Okay, the Vasudeva Sarva Iti Samahatma Suturlabha. So today we'll see about transcending the three modes and becoming Guna Atita, means above the three modes. Now, how is that possible? How do you transcend the three modes?
By engaging in devotional service, chanting.
Yes, Minal Mataji.
Hare Krishna. By engaging in devotional service, chanting.
Yeah. So, Mataji, when was your mother's?
Friday, Mataji.
Okay. So it was a peaceful.
Your voice is getting cut. I'm sorry.
Was it peaceful journey?
Yeah, Mataji, no, Mataji. She was in pain. Gangrene, no?
Okay, okay. So let's all.
No, Mataji.
Yeah, let's all chant 3 times for Minal Mataji's mother who left her body, the soul departed last week. So let's all chant, because she's doing devotional service. And even mother had come to Vrindavan, na? She's come to Vrindavan with us?
Yes.
Yeah,
my mom had come. My mother-in-law passed away, yeah.
Mother-in-law? Okay, okay. So let's chant thrice
mother-in-law
for
passed.
the departed soul. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna,
Krishna,
Krishna, Hare
Hare Hare,
Hare Rama, Hare Rama,
Hare
Rama
Rama,
Rama,
Rama
Hare
Rama,
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Hare.
Hare Krishna,
Krishna Krishna, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare
Krishna Krishna, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama
Rama Rama, Hare
Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Thank you, everyone. Okay, because it's very important to pray for the departed soul, for the destination. Like, it's very, very important, crucial moment. So definitely Krishna will find a great destination, whatever according to the karma, whatever services we have done, they have done. But then when others pray for the soul, it has a lot of effect. It says like whatever sinful reactions they're supposed to face and so many things will get cleared on the path if they chant for the soul. This is very important. Okay, so transcending the three modes, yes. So by becoming Krishna conscious, by chanting the holy name, we can go beyond the three modes. Okay, so does that mean the Adhyatmic, Adibhautik, Adidevic kleshas will affect us or will not affect us when you transcend the three mode?
They will affect us.
It might still affect us.
No.
No, it will not affect because you are already transcending the three modes now. That means what? They had become pure devotees. Like, see, did any of the external reasons, what all problems Prahlad Maharaj had, did it shake him? No, he was not at all moved by it. Or in the sense, the pure devotees, they go above the three modes, means even though in the material body, the material pains will not affect them. What is that? What that means? They are fully into the concept that they are spirit soul. Not like us. Yes, we are controlled by the condition three modes. So we experience pain, adhyatmika, adidevic kleshas. But for pure devotees, I'm talking about somebody who's transcended the three modes, are pure devotees. For pure devotees of Paramahamsas, they are above the bodily concept. They are in Brahma Bhuta Prasannatma stage. So at that stage, they will not feel any bodily discomfort. A living example is His Holiness Jayapataka Swami Guru Maharaj. You see his condition, so many surgeries, so many chemos, and so many dialysis and whatnot, the stroke and so many things, transplants. It's not easy to live in such a body, but then his soul is very blissful. He's always very blissful. Why? Just recently he went to Chennai and he was so blissful in that video. So it's like, how can somebody on this bodily platform? No, it's not possible because he's been in Shuddha Sattva Gun, or he's an elevated soul or as a pure devotee, for them, iharyasya haridasya karmana manasa gira nikaleshu api avasteshu jivan muktasa uchyate. Their jivan mukta, in the sense, even though within the body, they're not attached to the body. Like a dry coconut, you can see, the coconut, shakes. It's not attached to that shell. It is already kind of liberated. So whatever you do to the shell, inside that, the dry coconut doesn't have much effect because it is already detached, or Padma Patrami Vamasha detached. So those pure devotees who transcend the three modes, they overcome the threefold misery. That miseries will keep acting until and unless the body is here made up of Panchabhutas in this material world. But it will not affect their soul, or it will not make them in distress. They'll be always blissful. Okay, so that's what the Brahmabhuta Prasanatma stage says. In the 19th sloka, the platform of real knowledge is mentioned. Okay, so what is the mode? As the three modes are the doers. And so who is the soul then? If three modes of material nature are the doers, then what is the soul doing? Yes? What does the soul do then? And what does the super soul do?
Super soul is watching.
Yeah, the super soul is a witness and it sanctions. And the soul desires. The soul is the one who desires for something to happen. The super soul sanctions it, and the three modes of material nature carries it out. So all three are the doers. So in the last class, we stopped in the 18th sloka saying that Urdam gachanti sattvastam madhye tishtanti rajasam Jagatyan Guna Vrittistya Ato Gachanti Tamasaha. So those who are in heavenly planets, I mean in Sattvagun, they go to heavenly planets when they die. When those in Rajaguna die, they take birth in the earthly planet again and again. Those in Tamoguna die, they go to hellish planets. So, but those who die in Shuddha Sattvagun go back to Krishna. So it depends on what mode we are attached to during our life. Like this body is a preparation, this life is a preparation for the next life, it is said. In this life, however, we live, okay, and whatever we do, that's what decides our next life. Like, for example, Prabhupada says, like somebody from a 3 BHK, when they shift, okay, either he might get a promotion. If he get a promotion, he goes to a 4 BHK flat. Or if he got rejected from the company, or he's been thrown out or expelled, then he'll go from a 2 BHK to 1 BHK. Maybe his budget will decrease. So like that, it depends on what karma we do in this life. The next body is decided. We can either go elevated to higher consciousness, or we can go to lower species and lower consciousness. It's all depending on Karanam Guna Sanka Asya. It depends on what mode of material nature we are associated with. If we drink and smoke and do all these, break the 4 regulative principles and do all sinful activities, then we go down in lower creatures, species. But as we elevate to Shuddha Sattvagan, that's why Brahmanic initiation is given in ISKCON. Why? Because you are following the rules and regulations of a Brahmanic culture. You are chanting a Gayatri, you are maintaining cleanliness and the 4 regulative principles. That's what a Brahmana should do. Padan, Badan, Yajan, and you are preaching, in the sense you are acquiring spiritual knowledge. This is all the qualification of a Brahmana, Guna, Karma, Vibhagasha. Now that's why Krishna consciousness give you a chance to elevate ourselves in our next life. So based on the karma, based on the thought they have at the time when they leave the body, everything decides the next body. So when you have to leave your apartment, your owner, the house owner comes and tell you to leave the house. Now, for that, when you leave the house, before that, what should be done? This is the first thing you should do before you leave the house.
Pack up.
Vacate. Yeah, before that, before packing.
Search another.
Yeah, you have to make another house ready, na. Otherwise, when you pack things and when you vacate, where will you go put your luggages? First, you should get an address of your next house. Then you tell to the movers and packers or whoever to shift all the things to that house. So first, the house should be ready, and then you vacate. Similarly, our next body should be ready. Then our soul leaves this body. You understood? The next body is already ready based on your karma, based on your modes of nature you associate with, everything, all that. It's getting ready. It's getting ready. And by the time we leave the body, it's almost ready. And when you leave the body, then only you can leave the body. Till then, the soul will not leave the body. That's why during a suicide, you don't get a gross body next, because I'm supposed to live till 50 years, and after 50 only I'll get the next body. But at 25, I committed suicide. For next 25 years, where will I go for a body? Because according to material nature, I will get a next body after 25 years, in the sense, after 50 years of my lifespan. But since I ended my life before that, my subtle body will roam around like a ghost, in the sense it will not have a gross body. You understood the concept? This is how the nature works. So it's punishing us. Nature punishes you because you're supposed to live in that body and undergo your karmic reaction. You didn't do that. You have to suffer in a ghostly body. It's very, very difficult condition to be in a ghostly body. It especially happens during suicide and all that. So naturally, the lifespan should get over. Natural death, instead of committing a suicide. It might be accident or whatever, but then it's not like we forcefully do it. The accident can also be forcefully done. No, it's not like that. It should come just like that on its own, because that's when the lifespan actually completes and the next body is ready. So it's very important for a Krishna conscious person to know that our next body definitely is going to be a human form. Either there are 3-4 options. Either that soul will get liberated, go back to Krishna's world and not come again. The second option is they might go to heavenly planets. Okay, why? Because they've done a lot of good works. Yes, Biju Prabhu?
So this you said about the accident is different from suicide. Even in accident, if there is an early death which is happening, say, then what happens?
That's natural death. No, that's what Prabhu, that's the lifespan of that person. If at the age of 20 he met with an accident, that's the lifespan. The accident have to happen anyway, no? That is the prescribed lifespan given to that particular soul in that particular body. So the body is ready. But if the accident is made forcefully, like, it happens, no? Recently I heard somebody purposely did an accident and put the people in the car to death or something like that. So purposely, if it is done, it's like purposely ending their lifespan. No, naturally the accident happens means naturally your lifespan is only 20 years. It's going to happen. Like the next body is going to be ready by then. You heard this during the COVID time. There was like twins who left the body almost at the same time. Did anyone hear that? There was 2 twins who had severe attack of the disease, and then both were in the ICU, and one twin was left the body, and they didn't inform the other twin that the other left. But the second one actually came to know, in the sense he asked his parents, he left, right? He went, no? He left or he died. So how did this person know? And after few hours or few days, I don't remember, this younger twin also left. Why, what is the law of nature at that time? What is happening there? The law of karma. Why they are born as twins in the same mother's womb, in the same fathers, with the same father at the same time? Never thought about it. Why that? Yes. Why are 2 souls born in the same mother's womb at the same time? And all because they share a karma, they share a common karmic reactions. They have to undergo the suffering, and like, for example, me and my friend did some sin last janma, and for this janma we have to undergo the suffering. Now we were so close friends, for everything we are together, so our reactions also will be the same. She's my best friend, we enjoy together, we do good karmas together, we do bad karmas together. Now those 2 souls have to undergo the same karmic reaction, no? So they are born in the same family, in the same time, so that to undergo the karmic reactions same way. Because the twins, more or less, they have the same facilities, the same thing, even dress matches, no? So they're all, the reactions comes. Now, when the first twin left the body, means that twin is waiting for the next body, and since it was an attack happening and the karmic reaction have not, or might be the karmic reaction is not over yet, it waited for the second twin to join, so that both the souls can again go to another's womb at the same time. You understood you understood, all of you? You understood?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes.
Yeah, so that's what that karma, they have karma together to enjoy or suffer. Even husband and wife, it just doesn't act like an accident or something. No, even husband and wife have karma to share. It seems the good karmas of the husband, half of it goes to the wife, and the bad karma of the wife comes to the husband. So funny, no? So it's so important, no? After marriage, you actually share karma. because then both of you definitely will have a child. If you have a child, the child also shares karma with you. Whatever I'm not an expert in the karmic reactions, but Krishna knows all that. But it's mainly on karma, and it says if a couple doesn't have kid, if Krishna, because of some reason they don't have, then it seems they both have to completely surrender to Krishna's service because they don't have anything else to do. If you have a child, you should make that child Krishna conscious, give the chance to the soul to grow in Krishna consciousness. But if you don't have, then as Grihasthas, what you're supposed to do is completely dedicate your entire life to serve Krishna full time. In the sense, you should work for it now itself. You should decide that, yes, this life I'm giving it to Krishna, because you don't have any other responsibilities. Unless your responsibilities are over, your mother, father, all the responsibilities are done, you should dedicate. So it's all karmic reaction that's playing. So here it is said in the three modes of material nature, when one properly see that all activities, no other performer is in work than the three modes of nature. Actually, nothing works. Really, it's the three modes who's doing everything. Nanyam gunebhya kartaram yada drashtanu pashyati gunabhyascha paraveti madbhavam so atikachati. When one properly see that in all activities, no other performer is at work. These modes of nature, when he knows the Supreme Lord who's transcendental to the three modes, he attains my spiritual nature. So if you know that the Supreme Lord is transcendental, no karma will bind Krishna. Okay, nothing binds Krishna. If karma doesn't bind Krishna, then why Krishna had to suffer the tying of Yashoda Maya with the rope and all that? It's still
To
suffering.
give
No?
pleasure. To give pleasure to Yashoda
It was a
Maya.
pleasure. That was a pastime which is happening. Krishna is doing out of his own sweet will this. And what about Prahlad Maharaj? Even karma is not binding Prahlad Maharaj. Kunti Maharani, the Pandavas, nothing. Okay, all of them are pure devotees. For them, it's not their past karma. Oh, Prahlad Maharaj would have done a lot of sin in his previous life. That's why he's suffering. He got a father like Hiranyakashipu. No, he is Shuddha Bhakta. He's Nitya Mukta. He has come to teach us lesson how to do devotional service, even in the amongst of difficulties. Even Pandavas, they're all eternal associates of the Lord. So pure devotees are transcendental to all these karmic reaction. It will not bind you. That's why they don't go to the astrologer, no, in Krishna consciousness. They don't go because they know Krishna is in control. Krishna can change everything of the of whatever is in the horoscope for the Krishna conscious person, because all the stars or whatever we say in the astrology, everything is below Krishna. So Krishna can even change the karmic reaction. And as Prabhu said, the accident, if we are supposed to end a life, a lifespan is supposed to end with an accident, Krishna would have done something simple for us. Might be a small fracture would have happened, and Krishna will extend the lifespan for a devotee. I've seen it personally for so many devotees who had cancer and so many things. No, doctors themselves says, no, your lifespan is like almost done and nothing else to be done, or your whole system is failed. But still they prolong their life because of Narasimhadev protecting that soul. I've seen so many days. Yes, Minal Mataji.
Mataji, you told horoscope we should not. We don't. But what about while getting kids married, daughter married? Do you have to match it up, or it's not required?
That's
really?
what it depends on person to person. There are some things which you should see. There are some things which you should see. But then most of the time, that's what there's a couple who actually wanted to get married, and they were in a relation and they wanted to get married. So all the astrologers, big pundits, everyone said no. No means big no. A lot of problems, and they're not going to be together. They'll have a separation, and that is. So finally, they went to their Shiksha Gurus and they said, "You get married, okay, and every day, promise that every day you both are going to sit together and chant your 16 rounds, and every day 1 hour you're going to read Srimad Bhagavatam." So they promised, and even now it's been 25 years they are married. And even now they are happily living with kids and everything in Krishna consciousness. Even the horoscope Krishna changed. So it depends on person to person. I don't see the horoscope, but my family, they see. It depends. It depends on, because if you trust Krishna, if you know that Krishna is going to give you the best for you, and every karmic reaction Krishna can change, or Krishna can do everything. I heard one sentence and it changed my life. It says Krishna can make a desert into an ocean, and he can make an ocean to a desert. It's unimaginable. You can't make a desert to an ocean, or ocean into a desert. It's not possible for us. But then Krishna can do it. That means anything he can do. Just devotees have to sincerely pray that Krishna, whatever you do in my life, whatever my horoscope is going to be, whatever marriage or whatever I'm going to go through according to my karmic reaction, just make sure I don't forget you. Just make sure I always serve you. Now that's the prayer a devotee should do. Rest, everything Krishna will take care, Mataji. But then if you follow it in your family traditions and all that, you can go, but don't go blindly and fall for them. They say it's just business nowadays. I know one priest who have a setup with he have an adjustment with a temple, okay, local temple, and he'll give you a lot of puja things to be done in that particular temple. Then I came to know he is getting money from that particular temple for whoever he sends. He says these doshas are there in you. You have to go to this particular temple, do this pujas. I was like, then all the people started going there, and then the pujari himself came to know, means asking that, oh, who's the astrologer? This person is the astrologer, right? So I like, how did he know who's my astrologer? So that, initially before coming to Krishna consciousness, so I thought I lost hope in all this horoscope thing. What is there? It's Krishna who's controlling everything. It seems a blade of grass doesn't move without Krishna's sanction. They have studied the astrological calculations. It's not wrong, it's real, but they say they can't see your future. Only Krishna knows our future. Now there are some astrologer who can tell your past life, right? You heard about it? Can tell your past
Yes,
life.
Mataji, and there are
Yes,
also few
exactly.
sections that if we go, they will tell us our past life.
Yeah, he tells the past life. So once Nimai Pandit also went to an astrologer. Does anyone know? That means Chaitanya Mahaprabhu went to an astrologer who can actually see the past. And then what happened, Who was Chaitanya Mahaprabhu in his past life?
Krishna.
Krishna, then?
Rama.
Yeah. Who? Rama. He was Malsya, Kurma, Varaha, all that, no? So the astrologer, he's a Krishna devotee, and he took Chaitanya Mahaprabhu's hand and he was saying, oh, in past life you were, and Krishna's picture came to his mind. He's like, how am I seeing Krishna? This person can never be Krishna. He's Nimai Pandit. How can he be Krishna? So he said to Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, you go and come next day, because today I don't know, somehow it's not working. I'm not able to see anything. Next day he came, he saw Rama. The next day he saw Malsya, Kurma, Varaha, all Narsimha, all the avatar. And then this astrologer was totally into confusion. What am I seeing? Because he was a little pride also. He's proud of his profession, thinking that he knows everything beyond the Lord. And Lord himself tried to trick him. And finally, he saw all the avatar. He's like, who are you? He asked him. Then Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu gave the mercy and revealed that he is the Supreme Lord himself. And then the astrologer got the mercy. So actually, we should not know what our past life is. We should know what our future life is. That is important. So that this Bhakti Yoga will help you. Just because you are doing Bhakti Yoga in your family, the whole family will get benefit. So it is very, very sure that Neha Bikramana Sosi Pratyavayana Vidyate Salpa Mapyasa Dharmasya Trayate Mahadopaya. Definitely your future life will be better. Better means Shuchinam Srimadam Gehe, because we have started Krishna consciousness, and if we not complete it by this life, we'll definitely get human form, definitely get higher consciousness. Might be you can get liberated, go back to Krishna's world, or you go to heavenly planets. Prabhupada says most of his disciples will go to heavenly planets. Why? Because they do a lot of punya, they want sense gratifications. If they want to enjoy life, they go to heavenly planets. And then again come back to earth, but you'll be born in devotee family, in a Vaishnava family, definitely, so that you can start from where we stopped. No, that's very important. Even within the womb, Prabhupada says you can chant Hare Krishna even within the womb of the mother. So it's very important to know what our destination is. So we can go to the supreme destination only when you are Krishna conscious. So Krishna says, if you attain spiritual nature, crossing beyond the material existence, we can go back to Krishna. We transcend the three modes. In the purport, he says, by the instruction of a bona fide spiritual master, a living entity can know of a spiritual position, his material body, his senses, how he's entrapped, and how he's under the spell of material modes of nature. So we know that. But then, because we are with Krishna, surrendering to Krishna consciousness will help us to overcome the three modes. Just surrender to Krishna, and then we can overcome the three modes of material nature. So Krishna helps. And what is the result of realizing this knowledge? Krishna says, Just 7 more slokas. Gunanetana tiyan printehi deha samutpavan janma mrityujara dukkair vimukto amritam ashrate. When the embodied being is able to transcend the three modes associated with the material body, he can become free from birth, death, old age, and distress, and can enjoy nectar even in this life. Now he comes overcome all these problems, birth, death, old age, disease. So when you overcome these, that means you are liberated. Although one is within the material body, by his advancement in spiritual knowledge, he can transcend the three modes. And he can enjoy happiness of spiritual life, even in this body. After leaving this body, he's certainly going to the spiritual sky. This is for pure devotees, okay? Those who are 100% Krishna conscious, definitely they're going back. So devotional service in Krishna is a sign of liberation from material entanglement. Like the process of mukti is a byproduct for your bhakti. Mukti is actually a byproduct of mukti, means bhakti. You are doing bhakti, that means the path of liberation is already open for you. It's a sign of liberation. You are actually into the path of liberation. That's why no, you can't force your family members sometimes to take to Krishna consciousness. Why? Because for them, the path of liberation has not opened yet. They have some more karmic reactions to finish. Then only you can come to Tesham to Antakatam Papam Janana Punya Karmanam. So Anta Papam, the Papa has to get over. And then the Krishna consciousness life begins or start. But that means, and then as you chant, what happens? The karmic reactions just gets washed away when you do Ekadashi and all that. Now Arjuna is asking about Guna Atita. Okay, who is Gunatita? Krishna's another name is again Gunatita. He's above the three modes. Arjuna uvaja kailingay striganan etan atito bhavati prabhu kim achara kadam chaitam stringunan ativartate. Arjuna inquired, O my lord, by which symptom is one known who is transcendental to three modes? What is his behavior and how does he transcend the mode of nature? So by what symptom is a transcendental person known? Yes? How do you know this person is a transcendentalist? Or what is the symptom of a transcendental person?
By the way they talk, walk.
The way they talk, walk, and sit. There's so many things which we should observe in a transcendental person. Okay. Yeah, the 8 symptoms also comes. The Ashtasatvika Vihara also comes in the transcendental person in the Bhava stage. Okay. So here in the symptoms of a Gunatita, he's asking, what is his behavior? What is the process, how he transcends the three modes? So Arjuna is inquiring these questions about liberated person, and Krishna is answering to these questions about Gunatita in verse 22 to 26. So let's see, from verse 22 to 26, Krishna is answering the question for Gunatita. Shri Bhagavan Vacha Prakasham cha pravrittim cha mohameva cha pandava na dveshti sampravartani na vrittanti na kankshati udasina vadasino gunairyo na vichalyate gunavartat iti evam yo avastita nigata sama tukka sukaswastha sama lotashma kanjanaha tulya priya priyo dhiras tulya nindatma samshuti nanapamanayostulyas tulyo mitrani pakshayo sarvaramba parityagi gunatita sa uchyate sarvaramba parityagi gunatita na uchyate. So what does the Supreme Personality Godhead said? Who does not hate elimination, attachment, delusion, and who is unwavering and undisturbed in all the reactions of the material mode. So by what symptoms does a transcendental person know? That he is when he does not hate elimination or attachment and delusion, and when they are present or for a long time, long for them when they disappear. A person transcendently situated, have no envy, does not hunger for anything. Brahmabhuta prasannatma na shochati na kankshati sama sarveshu bhuteshu maktatim labate param. Means he doesn't hunger for anything, no he lament when he loses. The great example is His Divine Grace Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Thakur. He, that is Prabhupada's guru, when he built the Gaudiya Math, 64 Gaudiya Math, and when he was about to leave the body, he said to Abhay Charan, Prabhupada, that definitely a war is going to break and Gaudiya Math is going to split. And it happened. But he was not attached. Okay, so many years he struggled so much to build the Gaudiya Math, and when it was broken also, he knew that it's going to break. He didn't get attached to it much. So he was completely detached from it. And he was not hankering also for anything. Krishna gave, they accepted. Okay. So sometimes it is said, when Krishna wants to take something from him, with his 10 hands he take, and what with 2 hands can we hold? And Krishna wants to give us something, with 10 hands he give. We can't collect it with our 2 hands. So where is the 10 hands coming from, Krishna's? Especially in Kali Yuga. It's the Panchatattvas. Okay, that is Jai Shri Krishna, Chaitanya, Prabhu Nityananda, Shri Advaita Gadadhara, Shri Vasadi Gaura Bhaktivinoda. So there are Panchas, the 5 of them, who is called as the Panchatattvas, had come in Kali Yuga. Krishna has expanded to become 5, and each of them have 2 hands. That's like 10 hands of Krishna giving us, it is said. So, yeah, this is how Gunatita is. That is, he doesn't hanker for anything, or he doesn't lament for anything. And how to develop the platform, Prabhupada writes, he should engage himself in devotional service of the Lord, so that his identity with the material body will automatically be forgotten. When one is conscious of the material body, he acts only for sense gratification. But when I transfer the consciousness to Krishna, sense gratification automatically stops. Like when we start to serve our senses, Atmendriya Tripti Vancha Tarana Kam, that is Kam or lust. But Krishnendriya Tripti Vancha Taravani Prema. When you try to satisfy Krishna's sense, it is Prema. So it's very important. So the qualities of material modes in the body will act, but as spirit soul, the self is aloof from such activities. How does he become aloof? He does not desire to enjoy the body, nor does he desire to go out of it. Thus, transcendently situated, the devotee becomes automatically free. That is for a pure devotee. Okay. Now, what are the other symptoms of a Gunatita? Udasina Gunaryona Vichalyate. So, Udasina, he's neutral. As Krishna is also neutral. Samoham Sarvabhuteshu Name Deshe Nastina Priya. He is not hating anyone, nor he is friendly to anyone. Like Prabhupada, he went to the hippies also, no, to preach. So, because he saw them everyone equal in neutral position. Gunair yona vichalyate. That means undisturbed by the reactions of modes, knowing that it is the modes alone that are active. Soul being the non-doer. So because soul desires it, it's the 3 modes which actually does. And sama dukkha sukha. He is equal in both happiness and distress. When Prabhupada lost his business, no, in Allahabad, and his family. Today I was hearing Prabhupada's lecture, and Prabhupada said, I was not attracted to my wife. Because my wife was very chaste and everything, but Prabhupada was not attracted to his wife. So he wanted to marry again. And then what happened? When Prabhupada thought of marrying again,
Father
then what
told
happened?
no. Father,
Yeah,
father
his
told
father
no.
Gaur Mohan, they said, no, don't get married again. Because those days it was allowed to have more than one wife. And Gaur Mohan, Prabhupada's father said, no. Why? Because it is good you're getting detached from your wife. For your spiritual life, it is good. The more you get attached to material things, the more less your spiritual progress will be. So Prabhupada said it's actually a blessing. Now Prabhupada realized why his father said that. And Prabhupada felt happy for it. Okay. And Prabhupada said, just because of that, it is said there are 4 enemies in the family. Does anyone know who are the 4 enemies we have in our family? Nobody knows.
One
4
may
enemies.
be relative,
The
one may be
relatives.
relative.
No. 4 enemies in family by Chanakya
Son,
Pandit.
Mataji. Son, if he is not obedient.
Beautiful wife.
Son, very good. The son, if he's a foolish son who's not a Pandita, is a foolish
Yeah.
son, is an enemy. Then
Beautiful wife.
beautiful wife is an
Beautiful
enemy.
wife.
Then
Father, if he has taken loan. too
father,
much
very
loan.
good. Father, if he have taken loan, yes, good.
Mother
Then
who marries again. Mother
yeah,
who
a
marries
mother who
again.
marries for the second time. So Chanakya Pandit says there are 4 enemies in our family, not our own family. That's what he says. One is, yeah, Chanakya Pandit describes the 4 kinds of enemies at the home. That father in depth is considered to be an enemy. Why? If father is in depth, why is he considered as
Because
an enemy?
family will have to repay. My
The
family
son,
will have to
especially the
repay.
son. Okay, the son
Yeah.
has to repay. So it is said that when a father have lot of debts, like he has to repay someone the money he have borrowed, and he died, naturally it is expected that the family or the son, okay, son or daughter, has to repay the money. So if your father have lot of debts, definitely it's going to be a burden for the family, unless and until the son or daughter is well settled to settle that money. Otherwise, it's going to be heavy burden for them. So father who's in debt, okay, if the mother has selected another husband in the presence of a grown-up children, this is natural nowadays. Most of the families we see, there will be a child from the first marriage, and they marry again, and then that child, even though it's the stepfather or stepmother, that she or he is going to be left out some way or the other, because when the second family they have kids, the first family child is going to be neglected some way or the other. That might happen. Not every family, but I'm saying some families. So what happened? The mother becomes the enemy for that child because the mother got another husband. She is busy with her life in that way. And this kid's consciousness and everything, she get neglected, or he or she. So if mother has selected another husband in the presence of a grown-up children, if the children are small, okay, she needs help. She needs support from another husband. But if they are already grown up, they can take care of the mother. And that stage, if she marry again, it is said, okay, Chanakya Pandit says, she is considered an enemy. And also a beautiful wife is considered to be an enemy, because many people will be behind her, and the husband will feel, here it is said, she must be submissive. Okay. So a wife, okay, for wife also, if a wife is actually and if a wife does not live well with the husband but deals very roughly, she's an enemy. The son is a fool, he is also an enemy. The son is a fool, he's an enemy to the. So Prabhupada says, in family life, father, mother, wife, children are assets, but the wife or mother accept another husband in the presence of her husband or son, according to Vedic civilization, she considered as an enemy. Okay, so like this. So this is what Chanakya Pandit says about the four enemies in family itself. Okay, so here a Gunatita person, he is not attached to anything. And Sama Dukkha Shuka, in the sense, in happiness and distress, he is very equal. Prabhupada, for 1 year, no preaching happened in America, but he was calm. Swastha means firmly situated in the self. He's so determined. Whatever happens, no matter what happens, he's going to be thought of establishing Krishna consciousness in the West. And Sama Lotasma Kanchana sees a lump of earth, stone, gold, everything as same. The example of Sanatana Goswami, with the touchstone he put into the waste basket, like that. Tulya Priya Priyo, equal towards dear and non-dear. Dhira Dhira Jana Priya Jana Priya. So they are equal to all. Dhiras, he's steady. Tulya Nindatma Samshuddhi, he's equal towards praise and blame. When initially, when the Krishna consciousness was spreading, people say they drug us and that. There's so many things. So Prabhupada's like, it's okay. Even when they blaspheme ISKCON, always they say the Hare Krishnas, Hare Krishnas, Hare Krishna. So some 10, 20 times the newspaper mentioned Hare Krishna, all negative news, but still Prabhupada was happy because so many times Hare Krishna has been mentioned, and whoever reads the newspaper can get a chance to chant Hare Krishna, at least in the mind. So Manapamanayo Stulya, equal in honor and dishonor. Anybody honor Prabhupada, dishonor, he's not bothered because it's for the body. Tulya Mitrari Pakshyo, treat friends and enemy alike. Sarvaramba Parityagi, renounce all material activities. This is a Gunatita. So in pure bhakti, the process of transcending the three mode is mentioned in the verse 26. Mam chayo vyabhicharayana bhakti yogena sevati samati sagunan samati tayan brahma bhuyaya kalpati. Mam chayo vyabhicharayana bhakti yogena sevati. If you do bhakti yoga, then sagunan samati tayan brahma bhuyaya. Then you can go to the platform. One who engage in full devotional service, unfailing in all circumstances, at once transcend the mode of material nature and come to the level of Brahman. So that's the platform of going to Brahman. That is when you do devotional service to Krishna completely. Sagunan samati tayan. Father remarries, is he considered an enemy? I think I don't know about it, but then it was allowed those days, but nowadays I don't know how it is. But Chanakya Pandit basically says this. But yes, if the children doesn't want Like, why is the father remarrying? Not for his sense gratification, to take care of the children. If the children are young, small, then yes, he needs someone. No, he goes for work. Who will take care of the children at house if he already have a child and the father remarrying? So if it is for your family purpose, for responsibilities, yes, you can't say that person is an enemy. He's fulfilling the responsibility of the family. But if the children are already grown up, they can take care of themselves and they don't want a mother to be supportive, then the father can stay with the children. Like, he doesn't have to get married. It's all your personal choice and things. But then it depends on the demands of the children. Because it is said, once grihasthas have children, they should concentrate more on them for their future, and you have to train them to Krishna consciousness. That's definitely. But everything, no, you should plan according to them, their wish. So if a child actually need, if especially girls, children, they need a mother. No, whatever happens, the father cannot be a mother, in the sense at one age, puberty and all, she need that emotional support from a mother, from a lady. So definitely there should be a mother at house, and family background and so many other responsibilities might be there. But if that is not required, if they are boys and they can take care of themselves, then there's no need of doing it. But it is said that always the mother should be under protection. If she doesn't have a husband, the children should take care. But if the children are too young for it, then she can think of remarry. So here Chanakya Pandit says grown up children. Specifically, he mentions grown up children. Okay. So in the process of bhakti, mam yog vyabhicharena bhakti yogena sevate. So we can, everyone can do devotional service unfailing in all circumstances, means ahaituki apradihata. Then we can transcend the three modes and go to the Brahman platform. So one should not be disturbed by the activities of the modes of nature. Instead of putting his consciousness into such activities, he may transfer his consciousness to Krishna's activity. Because Krishna activities are known as Bhakti Yoga, always acting for Krishna. So if one engage himself in the service of Krishna or the planetary expansions with unfailing determination, although these modes of material nature are very difficult to overcome, one can very easily overcome it. This has already been explained. Okay. So, yeah, there is gold mine and gold particles. That is Achintya Beta Beta Tattvam. That is, both qualitatively, both are gold, but quantitatively, they are different. So, analogy of a personal assistant to the king. A personal assistant of the king shares the same room as the king, or same food as the king, no, same house as the king. So all the facilities are available. Similarly, if we become a servant of Krishna, we also get all the facilities. Okay. So Krishna is the basis of impersonal Brahman. Brahmano hi pradishta aham. So where is Brahman coming from? Krishna's body. Amritasya. Brahmano hi pradishtaham amritasya vayasya cha shashvatasya cha dharmasya sukasya kanti kakshe cha. So he's saying he is the basis of the impersonal Brahman, which is immortal, imperishable and eternal, and is the constant possession of unlimited happiness. So Brahman, when the demons die, where does their soul go? Demons. Asuras, when they die, where does the spirit? Yeah, what is Sayuja? Yes, Sayuja Mukti, correct. What is that Sayuja Mukti? Can you explain?
Merge it into the like Brahman.
Merge to the
Brahman.
Yeah,
Brahman
so
effect.
yes, the soul of the demon get merged to the Brahmajyoti, right? So when did I explain this Akasura story? Did I say about Akasura getting liberation?
No, Mataji.
Okay, so who was Akasura in Vrindavan? He came, the demon Akasura. Which demon was he? You forgot? Akasura. Snake demon, na? The big snake. The bird demon was called
Yes,
as?
Mataji. You told Mataji. Yeah.
So when that's the same story.
Akas.
So this Akasura's soul could not merge with the Brahman because the Lord was himself inside Akasura. So the Brahman is the light that's coming from Krishna's body. So did I tell how Krishna went to steal butter in the Gopi's house and there was no current, there's no light in that house? No?
No.
No,
Okay.
Krishna's jewelry.
So and when the jewelry was removed, then
From the
No, no,
body
nothing.
of his body, the light comes.
Yeah, they effulgent. So when the gopis go and complain Yashoda Maya about Krishna stealing butter, they tried so many ways, but Krishna was still coming. And finally, the Yashoda Maya say, "You off all the lights." Because lights are there, Krishna was able to see wherever you hide the butter pot. So those days, no electricity. It's all these ghee lamps and all, no, the lamp. So they offed all the lights. It was so dark inside. Still, Krishna could see because of sunlight reflection on his jewels. The jewels are like diamonds and rubies, and there was reflection coming, and Krishna could nicely steal. So the next day again, gopis complain because you're putting all these valuable jewels. No, Krishna is able to steal. So Yashoda Mai removed all the jewels. Still, when the gopis were peeping and seeing, there was so much light in that room, even though the lights were off. That light was coming from Krishna's body. So which is the Brahman. Okay, this is the Brahman part of the Lord. So the Mayavadis, they think, oh, that is light. Light is God, and they try to merge into that Brahman. No, the light is coming from a source. Like sometimes it's cloudy day, okay, cloudy, it's going to rain. But it's daytime at 7 a.m. or something. How do you know? It's day. It's
Light
cloudy.
comes.
You're not able to see the sun, but the light comes, right? You're able to see things because of sunlight. So if sunlight is coming and you're not able to see the sun because the clouds are covering your eyes and not the sun, so you are not able to see the sun, but the light is there. Does that mean the sun is not there? No, the sun is there. The source is there. Then the light comes. Similarly, the Brahman is there. You're able to see, but then you are not able to see the source behind that. Krishna, because of the Maya that's covering our eyes, the Mahamaya is covering. So Krishna is saying he is the basis of the impersonal Brahman. Brahmano hi pradishta aham. So the Brahman is also a part of Brahmedi vadanti tat tattvavidas tattam yajnanam advayam Brahmedi paramatmedi bhagavanedi shabdate. So Brahman is the first impersonal Sat part, Paramatma is Satchit, and Bhagavan is Satchidananda. Okay, so Krishna is the basis of eternal process of bhakti, which gives realization of the Supreme. Both Brahman and Paramatma are within the Supreme Person, Krishna. When you go to Goloka, you see the Lord face to face. Then where is Brahman and Paramatma? You're with the Supreme Person, Krishna, face to face in Goloka. Now, where is Brahman and Paramatma then?
They are in their lokas. They are not there.
Which loka? Yeah, they are not there actually.
Brahmaloka.
So Brahmaloka is Lord Brahma's world. Satyaloka, that is. Brahman and Brahma is different. Brahmaloka is Satyaloka, which is the highest of the heavenly planets. That's in the material world. That's where Brahma resides. The Brahman is beyond the Brahma's world, or beyond Satyaloka is Brahman, where the Brahmachoti is there. So Brahmachoti will be there. It cannot go beyond. It cannot go to Vaikuntha and all. And Paramatma feature as Kshirodakshai Vishnu is only in the material bodily concept. In material body, Krishna is in our heart as Paramatma, Sarvasya Hridi Sani Vishnu. But when you go to Golaka, as Mataji said, yes, there is no Paramatma. Why? Because we are with the Supreme Person face to face. The Paramatma concept is only in the material body, not in a spiritual body. Once you get liberated, you get a spiritual body, Sachidananda Vigraha form. And when you go back, there's no need of Paramatma. Why? Because you're with the person, no? Like, for example, there is a wife of an army person, and he is at the border fighting. Now she has a photo of him, and she keeps looking at him in the photo and talks to him and whatever that, and share everything and all. But the next day, after a few days, the months, he come home. Okay, if he comes home as a person, will she still talk to the photo, or she talks to that person? No, the person, her husband is physically there. So similarly, Krishna is physically with you in Goloka. Why do you need the photo part or the localized feature of the Lord as Paramatma in your heart? You don't want it, because already Krishna is Sachidananda Vigraha. Paramatma is also within Krishna, or it's a part of Krishna's form. You understood? So in spiritual world, there's only Bhagavan. And we are, yes, servants. Jivera Swarupoi Krishna Nityadas. We are all servants of Krishna. We are serving him. There's no question of Paramatma in the spiritual world, because Paramatma is a concept in the material world. Because Krishna because we cannot see Krishna, as Krishna is so mercifully coming as super soul in all of us. The moment the soul leaves the body, the super soul also leaves. And whichever body we take, the super soul comes with us. He's he's merciful. So Prabhupada says, devotional service of the Lord is very simple. So Sukham Kartum Avayam. One should always engage in the service of the Lord, should eat the prasadam, smell the flowers offered to the lotus feet of Krishna, see the places where Lord have done his pastime, read different activities of the Lord and the reciprocation with his devotee, chant the transcendental vibration, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, and observe fasting for appearance, disappearance, then ekadashis and all that. Then one become completely detached from material activities. So this process of Krishna consciousness, just follow the process. Everything will come. Prabhupada says, if therefore the mode of passion, instead of being degraded to the mode of ignorance, is elevated to the mode of goodness by the prescribed method of living and acting, one can be saved from the degradation of wrath by spiritual attachment. So slowly we can overcome. Could you recognize this picture where Prabhupada is? This one? Where is he? Anybody has
Radha Damodar temple.
Yeah, Radha Damodar temple. That's Prabhupada's kitchen. And through that small window, he can see what?
Goswami, Rupa Goswami.
Yeah, Rupa Goswami Samadhi. You go to that kitchen, it's still there where Prabhupada's plates and everything is there. So nice. And there's one, I think Russian Mataji or some Mataji is there who cooks. She cooked rotis and sabji, something, and she still offer there. Then there's a Prabhupada's deity there kept in a sitting position. Those who have not gone even once, please requesting the please go at least once to that particular place. You can feel Prabhupada, and Prabhupada have written there, I eternally reside in Radha Damodar in Vrindavan. So that was his first house and in Vrindavan, and he was from there he begged for the mercy from Rupa Goswami to preach in the West. Now a lot of modification have happened, but initially it was like this, and still that Mataji offers. And we were all waiting for the boga to be offered, and we were waiting to chant inside that room. The moment she opened the door, she gave Mahaprasad of Prabhupada to all of us. We're so fortunate to get in Radha Damodar temple. So that's how we transcend the three modes, by doing bhakti. So the process of bhakti will help us to transcend the three modes. I think I finished these. And the 27th say, the last verse of the chapter says that Brahmanohi Pradishta Aham, Brahman is coming from the Supreme Lord. Okay, so we should know that the Krishna consciousness is in Shuddha Sattvagun. So slowly we should go to the platform of goodness and then Shuddha Sattvagun. Because people have no education in actual knowledge, they become irresponsible. To stop this irresponsibility, education for developing the mode of goodness of people in general must be there. Even if the majority of people are happy and prosperous, if a certain percentage of population develops Krishna consciousness, becomes situated in the mode of goodness, there is possibility of peace and prosperity all over the world. Okay. So anything to discuss today? I think we are done with the 14th chapter. I'll share you the first OBA. Mataji can share the attendance link. So I will share. I'm just waiting for the Google form to be sent by my admin. So there is one Mataji who actually makes the form. Okay, for OBA. Closed book I see, but OBA it's better to give them because they have to analyze it nicely. So please follow the format. If you have forgotten, introduction, body, and conclusion. Okay, that should be the format, and expecting at least 700, 800 words. Like, don't stop it 2-3 pages. No, some write very short essays. No, write essay it is. No, this 4-5 pages. Let it be a long essay. Okay, anything to add to this chapter, the three modes of material nature? So next week we'll start with the yoga of the Supreme Person, that is Purushottam Yoga, yoga of the Supreme Person. And in that, it's only 20 verses. So we'll finish in another 2 sessions. 10 slokas you can do.
And this should be submitted, Mataji, open book.
Maybe I'll give 1 week time, if that is okay. Enough.
Okay. Mataji, I have the ceremonies going on from 7 to 11. Yeah.
Yeah, maybe you can take some extra time. Let's see.
Okay, thank you, Mataji.
Okay, you can fill the 2 weeks. Yeah, you can take 2 weeks time then. Better. Okay. So just read the question, then read the purports, and understand, and then try to write. Then take some references from other scriptures also. Because open book you can refer, you can do reference also and do. Okay, anything else to add? Are we done? Hare Krishna. Okay. So the three modes, very important to understand the three modes and how to transcend the three modes. Now, before coming to Krishna consciousness, we were also in Tamoguna, Rajaguna, but slowly we came to Sattvagun, and now we are going to Shuddha Sattvagun platform because we are associating with Srila Prabhupada, who's in Shuddha Sattvagun. We are associating with Krishna's holy name and pastimes and devotees who are in Shuddha Sattvagun. So definitely, slowly, you know how beryl metal when mixed with mercury becomes gold. We also, because of Sadhu Sangha association, we also get purified and go to Shuddha Sattvagan platform, and the anarthas gets washed away. But that's a process. It takes time. We should be having patience, not just immediately get the result. So it will come. So Purushottam Yoga, very important chapter. I request all of you to read the first 10 slokas of chapter 15 and come for next week. Because when you don't read, no, that discussion doesn't happen. Should be discussing. So you should answer the questions. Unless you don't read, you will not understand. So please read the first 10 slokas of chapter 15. Chapter 15 is very important as Purushottam Yoga for devotees, also very important. And 15 compares how the material world to an inverted banyan tree. Urdha Moola Madashakam Ashwatham Prahuramyam Chandam Siyasya Parnani Yes Veda Savedami. Yes, Harshni Mataji, correction.
Hare Krishna Mataji, Danvat Pranam. So Mataji, generally when I discuss with my friends, they think practicing Krishna consciousness means being irresponsible. So I tell them that it's being internally detached, but externally we have to fulfill our responsibilities. So I've recently I've heard about this term Runanubandha, where the karmic debts of whomever we are related to as a child or a parent or a spouse or the home, once we die, we all those debts get closed, get finished, and even the joys and sorrows associated with it also gets finished. So how do I share it with them that even though we may know about things like this, it's still mentioned that, Krishna consciousness does encourage being responsible towards the family while still practicing devotion.
We should never compromise on the responsibilities because see, Krishna has given us a family. We are in grihasthas, life and things. So there are people who are dependent on us. We should see them as part and parcel of Krishna. Krishna has given us to them, or we have responsibility. We can't just run away from responsibilities. And that's also say, no, sannyasa and tyaga. Arjuna asked this question, just leaving the responsibilities and run away. That's a mithyachari. That's a pashandi. He's not actually, it's a pretender thinking that, oh, I can just run away from the family's responsibilities. No, that is actually more sinful. We should not do that. And unless you are really renounced and being a sannyasi, a brahmachari full time, and then you renounce the family, that is different because you're dedicating your life completely to Krishna consciousness and you're doing good to the society. So Krishna takes care of the family, it is said. But we are not like so elevated souls like that to be in complete sannyas and all that. No, so we should not run away from responsibilities. We should actually see it as Krishna's will, or Krishna has given us these things. And if we don't fulfill that responsibility, that becomes sinful.
Sinful, yes.
That becomes sinful, right? That again comes a reaction for us. But people don't understand. People don't we take it unless and until they come to Krishna consciousness. They get a guru who actually guide them. And also what we can do is we can pray for that particular soul. We take their name and pray to Krishna. Like you do your 16 rounds and one round extra, you pray for that particular soul to get realization from Krishna is within their heart also, no?
Yes.
Krishna, sometimes I feel something happens and I like, Krishna, you are in that person's heart also as Paramatma. So you can do
Yeah.
anything. So please give the right information to that particular person or and make them understand this is reality. So we cannot do that. We may fail to do it, but Krishna can do it. Krishna is in that person's heart. But we should constantly pray. We should pray to Krishna to give them realization. Krishna will definitely help. Krishna knows our situation and everything, whatever our karmic reactions are, whatever it is. But in great senior Vaishnavas also have told me so many times, don't run away from responsibilities. Do your service, do your this thing, but your responsibility you should do. If you don't do that, it's again becomes sinful. And the best responsibility or the best thing what we can do is to bring them to Krishna consciousness. Now, whoever our dependents, Guru Nasasya, Janani Nasasya, Pita Nasasya, Devam Tasasya, Napatisha Sasya, Namo Jiheti Samapeda Mrityu. A father doesn't become a father, mother doesn't become a mother, guru, relatives. If we can't save that soul from going to next mother's womb, on the sense, we should see that our children, our family comes to Krishna consciousness. We try. No, we try our best. We give them all facilities to come Krishna conscious. And that's the greatest responsibilities to be done. But if they don't realize it, they don't understand, only Krishna can do anything. We can't do anything. It's not in our hands. Pray to Krishna. Krishna is in their heart also as Paramatma. Krishna will definitely give buddhi yoga to them to understand the things and situations. No? Yes, Hare Krishna, Minal Mataji.
Thank you, Mataji.
Hare Krishna Mataji. I just wanted to know how old is Jagannath Mataji and how many rounds he chants?
Yes.
Does he chant Mataji? He's
The
doing
rounds
such
and all, he
lovely
doesn't
shlokas
chant.
and all.
Slokas he memorized just by go to Sunday school. We have Sunday school here. He's so excited to go to Sunday schools. So all the neighboring children come and we have a board where we write the sloka and I make them repeat. So by hearing that, he learned. I never used to bother about him because he's 3.5 years old. And I thought, let him play. It's like young. So I just leave because his same age group, they'll be just playing around there. So I give them some work to do and they play. The elder kids I teach. But then I came back from Sunday school and this fellow was reciting the sloka. That's when I realized, oh, his grasping power is good. So I keep repeating the sloka. Me and my Prabhu, we keep playing the audio. We ourselves repeat the sloka and he catches it. He don't understand the meaning or anything, but then he just repeats it like a parrot might be.
Chanting
So
he does, Mataji.
chanting, sometimes he takes the japa bag and walks around the temple just like that. But then the mantra, he knows the mantra fully, perfectly. But then forcefully 10 times might be, not a round. He cannot do a round at all. It's too young for that. But then that's what morning in the Bhagavatam class I shared. There's an app. I've sent the link to someone in the Google Play Store where the sound comes when you flip. The sound comes and after 108 times, the conch shell blows. So he's very excited to do that japa. And there is counter clicker also he keep pressing and doing, but it's not like particular rounds. He's not doing. And I don't force also because all my mentors and senior Vaishnavas said, don't force him now for japa. Whatever he likes, let him do. So he likes to hear Krishna conscious stories from Krishna books, seeing
nice to see him holding the umbrella during Prabhupada's
that he likes.
travel. Yeah,
that service he likes. So whatever he likes, let him do. So at least I'm waiting for him to become 5 to make him do japa and things like that. Let him at least go till 5. Till then, because I should not force completely. So just he's given option. Yes, slokas, I feel that everyone just by hearing we can learn. It be just if you might be in they have already known that sloka for a long time, so it's just brushing up the knowledge. So sometimes you also feel like when you learn some slokas, it's like very easy for you.
Yes,
Do you
Mataji.
feel that?
15th
That means,
chapter we usually chant, Mataji.
that means
know
in
it by
previous
heart, 15,
life,
12.
previous life you would have studied that sloka. So it's very easy. You can just catch up the sloka like that. But some slokas are very difficult. It doesn't enter at all. That means in this life we are learning. So there are some things which you can do freely in this life. Some comes to 16 rounds very easily because they have done in their previous life. I know from level 1 students, just 18 days of the course and they are chanting 16 rounds. Amazing. I took 6 months to reach to 16 rounds. I was like 1 round, 2, then 4, then I stopped, then again 2 rounds. It was very slow process for me. Each one have their own journey to Krishna consciousness. But immediately coming to 16 rounds in a very short time, definitely that is from previous life. Not possible to do 16 just like that. So whatever taste we have done in the odd service we have done in previous life, that still continues in this life. So so we do it so that next life we can be more fortunate. Yes, Nandita Mataji, Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna Mataji Pranam. I think Jagannath Prabhu can share the responsibility of conducting the shloka exam for the Bhakti Shastri students, Mataji.
Not
He
Bhakti
knows the
Shastri.
NOD
What I'm
shlokas
planning is
also.
might be kids sloka sessions. I want to give him a kids class where he can teach kids sloka. Maybe let him start with that, and kids can connect very easily to each other. So let him see some online kids. Anyway, offline is happening, but then that other this, you don't know the meaning, you don't know real pronunciation. It's just for fun doing. So
Most of us are in a worse situation than that, Mataji.
that's why each person have their own. See, some can sing very nicely, some can cook very nicely, some can preach nicely, some can learn slow. Each one have their own capacity. And Prabhupada says, use that, develop that. Like you make nice jewelries for the Lord. Okay, did you all know Nandita Mataji makes nice jewelries out of these pearls and beads?
Mataji, it's
That's-
under supervision only, Mataji. I
That's
am not
fine, but
creating.
still, no, it's not easy for everyone to learn it. I tried and I left it because I could do only simple ones, not like complicated ones. No, it's difficult. It takes a lot of time. It takes a lot of patience. So we do simple for Radha Govinda, and it's like 2, 3 times it's worn and it's broken. So we left it finally, and then now we are again learning a little. But then see, whatever Krishna has given that particular thing for us, we should use it in Krishna service, whatever abilities we have. Because Krishna says the ability, the strength also Krishna only gives. So it's him. So use it in Krishna service. Some of them nicely decorate the deities. Some of them makes nice gopi dots. There is a Mataji in our temple who makes nice gopi dots for the Lords, for Yashoda Damodar she used to do. So they can develop on that. Whatever we have, we develop and that particular seva, because nobody can be all rounder. Somebody cannot sing, somebody cannot cook, somebody cannot draw, paint. But Prabhupada used to engage each one based on their capacity. Whatever capacity or whatever ability Krishna gave us, use in Krishna service. That's complete. That's when the ability really is worth or become valuable. No? Hare Krishna, I think we can stop here. Okay. Thank you for joining. Vanchakalpadrupasya kripasindhubhevasya patidanam paapnika vaishnavi padam. Thodi Vaishnavi ki jai, Srila Prabhupada.